This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Go.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Gets past one man, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
You're out.
Check.
Get it.
Off the play fake. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Eason looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. He'll find Jones again, complete. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Down. 30 base.
54. Mike 54. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, orbit.
Let's get in there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey!
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Shoot!
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
56. Time to go.
5.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Shaq, 56. Watch the back. Watch the back. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. In your face.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Go.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? Leo. 18 Gator.
I got you, boy. Watch the safety creep. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to where you are. Don't get nervous. Go.
58's the Mike. Right here. 58, boy. 58.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41.
The first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
56.
On 1st down, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All day.
To throw again. Eason under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Yes.
56 is the mic.
Hey, wahoo! Now.
Throwing on third and long. Eason looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Niners 7, Raiders 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
You think you gonna get this?
Yep.
You think you gonna get this? Mike 56.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go.
Hold. 56 the mic.
Bravo.
56 is the mic. Tighten up. Pull it together. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Operating from the gun. Eason able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
70, Indy.
I'm going to come back to you.
Go.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Rip right. No. Off.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, Charlie.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 56. Mike's 56.
Hey, Delta.
QB draw.
Throwing again. Eason looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back to throw. Eason, and that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
22, 22, twice on 22.
Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, got four down.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Push him back.
2nd and 6. His throw incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the return, Carter. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Hey, back up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
1st down, 49ers.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Smooth.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
1st and 10, stick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On second down, a run with Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Rush in. You draw Porter. You got tape. Go on.
It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
You don't want it.
Now.
Mike, 56. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
To throw again. Eason. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Strip that ball.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike, 56 right there.
Yes.
Switch. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Go. 56.
From the gun, Eason. Jones has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Every day, any day. Watch twitch.
80 weapon. Yep.
Go.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
I'm coming for you, son. Coming for you.
To throw on second down, Eason. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and
15 line it. 15 line it. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Eason. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line. Just a across the 25.
at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
58 right there. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
They'll throw on 2nd down. His stick completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
They run again with Breida. Room here to run. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Crunch time, defense.
Second and 4. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, here we go.
Go.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51. Switch up. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the run.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking to throw. Eason. He completes it to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Eason. He's going to sling it. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey.
He's mine.
One more time with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Buzz.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Snap.
Back to throw. Eason. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
30-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Say.
Greystone travel.
Here's Stick looking to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
You ain't got nothing.
Slam.
Hey, lock it. Goose. Let go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back now in the East Bay. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
58, Mike. 65.
Stick back to pass. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
18 Gator.
Your trap.
6-6. Pull it high. Rock it.
Kill.
Ready?
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Stick toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go.
58.
Stick looks to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on first down. Eason looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
54. Mike 54. Bravo.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
To throw on second down. Eason. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Eason. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Eason. And this is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Eason escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Say go.
On 4th down, Eason. This complete to Jones. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give coming right is Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 31, check 31.
General West.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. Coming.
Get it.
They run with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Okay, ready?
56 is the Mike.
Leo.
Check 43.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st down, Eason. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw. Eason. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
56 is the Mike. Army.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Raiders have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Double.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Eason. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down from their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56.
No such thing as a loss. We take
Haywood.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Let's go.
From the gun, Eason. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Alpha.
56.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Eason. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
On the
And
ready.
no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. On 4th down, Eason. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 4.
Get it.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and really it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win, and here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to